Coach Gasso said the other day that the pressure of getting there, getting to the World Series is so high that once you get there, it's kind of play free. But do you feel like this year, with your senior year being, this is the end of the road, do you feel like this might be a little bit more pressure on you guys, especially in that first game?
I don't think so. I think the last thing we want to do is put that pressure on ourselves. So I think we're just kind of enjoying what happens and taking it pitch by pitch. So I'm not really looking at the bigger picture. A lot of people probably wouldn't believe me when I say that, but it's really just about taking that first game. And I don't really feel the pressure. I mean, we just want to go out there and have fun and compete. It's a field of really talented 8 teams. So I wouldn't necessarily say I feel any unneeded pressure. I mean, I'm a nervous player, so I'm always going to be a little bit nervous, but I don't think it's going to be any more or less than it has been in the past.
Is there anything you're going to do to try and get yourself ready? Is there anything you have done to get yourself ready for the World Series?
I mean, we're just practicing hard and getting good rest and drinking a lot of water. It's going to be hot. But other than that, nothing different that I would do.
How do you suppress those nerves as a nervous player?
We just got to get going. Like, I hate waiting, so I'm kind of glad we're playing a little earlier today. Playing at 8 o'clock was brutal. We just sit around all day and just wait, and it feels like forever. So I don't know, sticking to my routine, not doing anything different, don't do anything out of sorts, not make it bigger than it is. I mean, it's pretty big, but to not make it bigger than what it already is.
You mentioned the heat. How do you prepare for this tournament with this heat, knowing you're going to catch the whole time?
I've been drinking a lot of water, trying to pre-hydrate. I feel like if you're not hydrated once you started, you're kind of behind, so not trying to play catch-up. Our trainers have been really good about making us eat the right food, drink enough water, and just get enough rest as you can and stay out of the sun. And, I mean, just try to rest myself whenever I can.
It's tough. It's going to be tough in a short turnaround, too, for a catcher.
Yeah, it's tough. It was nice to get out of here on Saturday, to have that extra day on Sunday. That was huge for us. And then to have a good regional and only play 3 games. So I know I felt it a lot after Big 12 tournament when we had that doubleheader, so that's kind of rough. But anytime we can play a single game in a day and get out as quick as you can, that's the best scenario.
What do you think about Paige Parker? She has 8 World Series wins, and there's programs that don't even have that. I mean, what do you think it says about her that she's able to compete so consistently on that stage? She's
just a competitor, and she's a big-time player. And when the stage rises and the game elevates and the meaning of it elevates, she elevates with it, and it's awesome to see that. I'm really glad she's on our team. I would never want to face her in those scenarios, and I wouldn't expect anything different from her, but just to be herself and consistent. I think that's the biggest thing, is she's so consistent with strikes and her numbers and all that stuff with statistics and people against her. It's just consistent. You know what you're going to get from her, which is awesome.
Your pitchers kind of complemented your ability to understand their mental side and know what makes each of them individually sort of tick. What's sort of the key to doing that?
I think it's just focusing on relationships off the field, and so I do pride myself in knowing not just both of them, but all of our pitching staff off the field and having those personal relationships and getting to know them more as people, because that's how they're going to react differently on the field. And if you know more as people, you're going to understand it better as athletes. And so I just make that my goal to, freshmen like Mariah last year coming in, it was like, hey, let's go to lunch, or Parker, just talking to her, going out of your way kind of to understand them beyond the field. I think that helps a lot.
On the physical side of the game, I know it's been written about that you don't have any pass balls this year. Is that something you take pride in?
Yeah, very much so, yeah. We work really hard in practice, and I don't know, the coaches are always on us to take every practice rep like a game rep, and so I think it's just a testament to how hard we practice and how our coaches are always holding us to a higher standard. I mean, you can't get away with the pass ball in practice. You're not going to do anything like that and not hear about it and not be pushed to another level.
What do you remember most about the Florida game last year?
Geez, yeah, that was it was a lot. It was fun. I remember them just being relentless to put away and really hard to put away. We take a 1-run lead and they're just not going to give up and not going to fight. And I think it's a testament to Florida as a team. I know watching their super regional this year, and a lot of people would say, wow, they're just behind all the time, but they're so hard to put away. And I think we really felt that. I mean, they took us, it was a 17-inning game because they continued to come back every time we were going to score. So they're a really good team, and it was a battle. It was fun. I remember being exhausted after, but adrenaline kind of carries you through that. But they're a tough team to put away, and that's just a testament of a good team. And so it was brutal. They kept fighting and fighting.
You mentioned watching Super Regional. Did you make it a point to watch their Super Regional?
I mean, I was just watching all the games. We had like 5 TVs going. We're just watching everything, flipping through whatever's game's close. We're just watching whatever.